What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for coming through. Screw vote. Don't get screwed over. Family over everything. Alright? Respect your family. Respect your parents, even if they don't follow the same things you do, because they were taught in a different generation, just like their forefathers. Life is different now. So you have to respect the point that they're still learning. And you're still learning. So you ain't smarter than nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about how when I first got introduced to the Quran and what amazed me, the Holy Quran, okay? I was already studying the Bible, trying to reread it, and it was very complicating. It was just too much stuff I couldn't understand, the language. There was things that I understood too, but there was things in there that when I was reading and I was like, this is disgusting. It's putting stuff in my brain. It's giving me an imagination of some negative things I shouldn't be imagining. And that's in Genesis. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, Sodom and Gomorrah, man, the way they describe what happened after Sodom and Gomorrah with the two daughters, you're right, I don't even want to talk about it. But you know what I'm saying? When I started reading the Quran, there was a note on the book and it said to make sure your hands are clean, to not leave them in the restroom. Although I was in jail and living inside a room that had a restroom, couldn't do nothing about it, but you know what I mean. And when they're trying to tell you this, it's just giving you instruction before you even read the book. So when they told me to wash my hands before I touched the book, treat it as if you wrote it, I was like, wow, that is already amazing, because ain't nobody telling me something like that. That's that important. It's that important. So I felt like this is very interesting. So I cleaned my hands, and you know, when you clean your hands, you feel better. I'm like, damn, this is already starting off great, trying to clean yourself before you get to know God, before you present to the information. You know, that makes sense. I was never taught that with any other religion. And this is way before COVID. So it's like, the funny thing is when you do that for a book, now you start doing it to other things that, you know, that you think, well, maybe I should clean my hands before I touch this. Me being a chef, it made me a cleaner chef. Like, I'm always cleaning. My hands are always clean before I touch the food. I even learned how to say Bismillah. I'll say Bismillah sometimes when I can. But when I first started reading it and it was telling me that, it was very interesting, because I also remembered when I knew Christians, even myself, when I had the Holy Bible. Man, I guarantee some of y'all that are Christians that are listening to me right now got a Bible, a Holy Bible in your restroom. So the Quran not the Quran, it doesn't tell you that, but the note told me that was on the Quran, because it was given to me in jail by somebody else that I've never seen before. It was delivered. Matter of fact, it wasn't delivered directly to me. I seen it on a table when I was in class. I think I talked about this already in my other video, how somebody else was gonna take that book and he was looking at it, but I saw him looking at a book strangely, like looking down on it, and then I saw that I was, you know, being nosy, like, and then I saw that it was a Quran. I was like, oh shoot, I've been wanting to order one, because they don't just have Qurans on the shelf in jail. They have a whole bunch of Holy Bibles, but the Quran, they don't have it there. You have to order it. You have to write on a flyer, on a kite. You have to write on a kite that you want a Quran, because I guess it's that powerful. So all these signs were just giving me like, damn, how come they don't just have one on the shelf? Because they don't treat it like that. It's that special. Whoever orders it, it's like personal. It's a personal gift from God. And you think the word Islam, the word sincerity is in it. So it has to be something like, you have to be sincere and you want to know God in order to even read this book. Even the first verse, it was like, this is for those who believe in the unseen. And I was like, wow, the unseen. That's exactly what I thought God was. Because when I was a Christian, when I was first started learning how to pray, I would imagine this white man, or no, that's Jewish, to be God in Christianity. I would pick, when I close my eyes and I'm praying, when the God was teaching me at church, Vacation Bible School, he was teaching me how to pray. He was like, okay, close your eyes, say, dear Lord, da da da. And then he finishes off with amen. While I'm praying, I'm thinking of a white man. And I'm like, I'm Chinese though. Like, why am I thinking of a white man as my God? I was thinking God is like the creator of everything. And that he has no color. He has no skin color. He's not a body. He's not a human form. I thought he was like supernatural light, bigger than the sun. So when I went to, and this is in 2009, I was like 27, 28 years old. It took me that long to get to the Quran in my life. I've met people that were Muslims probably throughout my life when I was younger, but didn't realize it or understood or even asked about it until I started going to jail too much. And I was like, man, this gotta stop. And my Compton homeboy from Compton in Seattle, he's from Compton, he's a Crip. He also tried to introduce me to the Quran the first time ever, because while I was wearing a Jesus cross chain. I thought that was dope. But I still didn't even understand Christianity as much as I claimed to have been. You know what I'm saying? Tell you the truth, you would use it to holler at the girls sometimes. Hey, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. How many of y'all go to church try to mac on the chicks? You try to look good and impress the wrong people. When most of y'all go to church to impress the other, you know what I'm saying? The other gender. Y'all trying to impress maybe the same gender too, but you go to church sometimes to impress somebody other than God. And then you ask God to forgive your sins. Why? The day before, obviously, we all sin here and there, and some sin consistently. So some people, you know what I mean, they need to pray more than 5 times a day. But 5 times a day, I heard, I'm not good at it. I've never prayed 5 times a day. That seems really hard. I would love to. I'm trying my hardest. It's Ramadan right now, and there's just a lot of stuff going on with life. And to tell you the truth, without it, I wouldn't be here right now. But ever since I learned it, I've experienced miracles. That's what got me closer to God. That's what got me trusting Allah. Like, I've seen many, many, many miracles. I even once owned a dog, right? It was a black pit lab. Really smart dog. It was only 9 months old. A friend gave it to me. And I just wanted a dog for that moment because I was trying to stay clean and sober. So I wanted something to hang out with. This was before I became a father. And this is when I just started becoming a Muslim. I was listening to a lot of lectures online. So when I had the dog, I would be playing the lectures, learning, kicking it with the dog. I called him Pee Pee. He was so cute and adorable, man. All black, silky skin, a pit lab, all black, silky skin, and all you can see is the pupils and the white around the eyes. Other than that, he's all black. Super cute dog, and he was real smart, man. Like, I didn't even need to put I didn't need to put him on a chain or whatever when he walks with me. I tested him. I walked him around the neighborhood. He doesn't even run out on the street. I try to throw like the ball close to the street. He doesn't run into the street. I'm testing him to see if he does do that, and he knew exactly where the house was. When we walked back around, he would run straight to the house. Like, we're going inside. Real smart, man. But one time, the crazy thing was the dog said, Allah. Like, one time, he said Allah. Like, it was like as if he was yawning. He was like, Allah. And I was like, what the heck? Yo, my dog just said Allah. I was like, this is a crazy miracle. How I'm going to tell this to somebody, right? And I never told nobody till now. I'm telling y'all, yes, animals, when they hear Allah, they know it's God, man. They can sense the energy. I'm telling you, there's something about the Arabic word Allah and even the Arabic scriptures of the Quran. They have healing in it. It's like medicine, I swear. The Quran talks about witchcraft, magic, black magic. And now people are doing more magic than ever. Now that there is internet and you can find information, all you gotta do is go get some herbs, buy some combs, collect somebody's hair, get a piece of paper, spill some blood in it, feed some herbs to some tea to whoever they want to get done magic, act nice, you know what I'm saying? They learn all this stuff, right? So they could put magic on somebody. And it's crazy because it's mainly women that are doing this. So y'all dudes, be careful with who you messing with, because a lot of women now are doing the witchery, witchcraft, putting spells and curses on people they just want to do it to. Or they might get paid to do it. So don't mess up with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for who, and it could be even a family member, man. If look out for signs. That's for another issue. But right now, the Quran, like, I've been through it. That's why I could talk about it. I had a real bad headache. Those that know that if somebody put some kind of curse on you because they're even jealous of you, they don't want to see you shine, right? They just a witch. They do it to everybody. It wasn't just you. It's just you that came around it. And I think God put me through it just to test and see that that's true, and then there is a God existing. God will put you in some struggle just to prove to you that God exists. As in, like, yeah, you're gonna need me, you're gonna depend on me. See all that bullshit that you went through, you put yourself into it, but I'm gonna show you some blessing from it that I could take you and help heal you from it. But you have to come back to me and not, towards the negative, because the negative one just almost killed you. So that's why some of those chosen ones get encounters with witches, but they didn't know they were witches at first. But then when that happens to you, you go listen to the Quran, you listen to a verse that they talk about sihr, which is magic done on people. They have verses that heal you. And I had this bad headache, shoulder pain. I was going through lots of bad luck, man. When I started playing those verses and I had this bad headache, I put the earphones on, I listened to it. Instantly, that thing disappeared, my headache. And that headache was slamming, dog. It felt like there was a hole in my head. Like, I was like, this is the strangest headache I've ever had. I'm telling you. Never experienced that type of headache. I knew it was just from all the signs that I was given. I knew somebody was doing magic on me, dog, because there's just so much bad luck. But anyways, when that healed it, it told me that was witchcraft because it healed it. And that's why I went to go listen to it for that purpose. So, y'all, I'm telling you, man, there's so much amazing benefits. I don't want to go too long right now, but if y'all like what I'm talking about, want to hear more, leave a comment below, man. Like, I do music, but I also start doing the blog stuff, speaking truth, because I'm good at that. I do that in my music too. So I want to talk about God because that's really who put me here. That's really what I'm saying is put me here as in this place that I live in right now. Like, I was living at a worse place. I lived in New York. I lived in Texas, Houston. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could, you know what I'm saying? It's great here. But who put me here? I knew it was Allah because it was His knowledge that helped me get motivated and inspired to move on stronger. So I want to do the same for y'all by giving y'all these stories. Yeah, so let's get back to the part where I was saying when I learned about the Quran in jail the first time I read. Washing your hands, way before COVID. I told you 2009, so that's at least over 10 years. So when you pray, there's a thing called wudu. That's not just washing hands, that's washing the face, the neck, the arms, the feet, the hair. It's rinse the mouth, rinsing your mouth, rinsing your nose, inside your nose, your nasals. Man, you would be like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, if you think about it, somebody that's sick, that's beneficial. See, what God does is he teaches you things that teaches humanity. It's not just, here, I'm going to teach you for one person. So although you might not need it, it might benefit you someday. It might not benefit you now, but he's teaching a stable thing that you do that I noticed, that if you follow the instructions, if you do get sick one day and you are doing, see, listen, they don't get sick that much if you're doing that, because you're always rinsing your mouth, you're spitting out the devil, the demon's words. You know what I'm saying? You're blowing your nose to make sure you're not sick. It gets out all the stuffy nose. You know what I'm saying? Man, if y'all just you don't even gotta do it. Just look into it, like what they do. That's crazy. 5 times a day. Who do you know washes their face, rinses their mouth, cleans their eyes, their hands, their elbows, their feet 5 times a day before they pray? And do y'all even know how it feels like to do that before you talk to God, to Allah? Y'all ever experience how it feels like to pray to God while washing your face, after washing your face? It's refreshing. Y'all know that if you've been in the heat or just some crazy rain, when you wash your face, it feels really good, right? Your hands, it's not sticky no more. And then you talk to God. Y'all tell me how that feels. Try it out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, do exactly how it is. Just try the best you can and slowly learn. That's what it's about. That's what Ramadan is about. You got 30 days. You might do bad for 29 days, but if you did better on the 30th, hey, God is the one that judges you. Don't compare you to some person that has major experience in it. Compare yourself to yourself and your improvements. When you go work out, you try to push it to the limit, right? The next day I'm trying to do 5 more than the next day after that I'm trying to do 5 more than that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all like what I've been talking about. Please show your love. Let me know what y'all want to know some more about the Quran, Islam, Muslims, because it's that time where we got to spread what it really means instead of making people think just it's all terror, man. For real. All right, y'all. Thank you for this. Thank y'all for listening this long. I'll see you in a second.